You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
I don't think you guys walk away from this.
You just make sure people know what happened here today. When you get out of here, you have...
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Bad Cinema with my co-host, Big Jeff, Adamantium Blade Comic Collectibles. Yeah, I'm not afraid to say his name, like some people don't want to say all that, but, you know, mine's called Heroes for Hire Comic Club, so Adamantium Blade Comic Collectibles, that's not that hard for me to say because I have to say my name.
And I refuse to change it.
Don't. Just, hey, screw them. I was told to change my name, but in hindsight, you know, Jeff, I probably should have called it Heroes for Hire Comics.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I like the comic club. I had an idea. See, I wanted to like have a comic shop one day, and I would have called it Heroes for Hire.
Yeah.
All right, we got one person watching today. We're going to be reviewing the 1965 cult Russ Meyer film, Faster Pussycat, Kill, Kill. This is one wild ride. Here's another promo poster for it. And, you know, this was the swinging 60s, right, Jeff? You know, so you had these pet cat girls, and they got the buxom lead actress. Lord have mercy. For some reason, I want to go motorboating all of a sudden. And they're not nice ladies, though, as you can tell.
No, they're not.
These are like, you know what? These ladies are the OG Heathers, right? The OG Mean Girls. Before there was Mean Girls starring Lindsay Lohan, there was these three ladies.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm one of us. We got Jay Thompson here in the house watching us. Thank you.
What's up? What's up, Jay?
But I tell you what, it's hard to take your eyes off some of these ladies, though. They're not, I mean, they probably weren't the best actresses. I'm wondering where they got these women at. But I'm not going to speculate. That wouldn't be nice for them or not. But I want to share one thing that's coming up this year. It's actually already started. You can go to it's on Instagram. I don't think the link's in there from now on. I'm going to be putting the link in my description. But they're not hard to find. It's C3, Comics Curing Cancer. It's a great cause. All proceeds go to cancer research. And it's something that's near and dear to my heart because I've lost three uncles and a stepfather and an aunt to cancer. Actually, I've lost four uncles. We count. Yeah. No, it's three, but still three, and then my aunt, and yeah. So it's something I think we should all do.
Very worthwhile. Comics Curing Cancer.
And I'm one of us. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I could turn you on to. I don't know what you know. I'll let you know let's know what you thought of it. It's kind of fun. I mean, I thought I had a good time watching it. And don't forget, they just dropped the exclusive right here. And look at the artist list for the 2025 art book. It'll be available at Heroes Con. You can order it online too, but there's a limit to the 300. I don't know. I guess I should have already ordered one, but I'm hoping they have it at the con. I was told they were going to have it at the Heroes Con. So
I think they probably will.
All right, I hope so because I get nervous when I see limited 300, but it's still great. I'll get a coffee mug too, and I'm gonna get the lanyard. All right. So anyway, like I said, Faster Pussycat, Kill, Kill, Kill. A little known fact about this movie: White Zombie on their 1992 album L.A. Sixercisto. They made a song called Thunder Kiss 65, and it is about this movie because you know Rob Zombie, who's now a director. Yeah, Russ Myers is great. I mean, he was like, you know how he got? I tell you who was Andy Sedaris, or that did Andy Sedar, whatever his name is. That used to do those movies in the '80s, like Hard Ticket to Hawaii, Malibu Express, with people like actresses like Julie Strain. He was probably influenced by Russ Meyer. I mean, let's face it.
Russ Meyer had how do you say, a taste for casting.
He had a certain type of
women. Yeah.
I don't know. I can't lay my finger on it, but there's some type of woman that he liked to put in these movies. And you know what? God bless him for it. Before we had Skinamax, you had the drive-in, grindhouse, B-movie exploitation films. And you got to see a little skin, but like, you know, for back then, this was very racy though, Jeff. I mean,
super racy.
I mean, you got these women. I know it says them they're bareback and she's washing. You know, you don't see anything, but it's inferred. There's a lot of sexual innuendo in this movie. Some of it subtle, some of it not so subtle. There's a lot of metaphors in here. And all the women are fast. Like I said, they're the original Mean Girls. I'm going to share this screen. We're not going to share the trailer because we know what happens when I do that around here. All right. But when my friend Quentin Collins sends me that package with the adapter in it, that problem will be solved. And we won't have to worry about that no more. But I'm going to share the Wikipedia page here. Wikipedia.
Wiki, shut up.
I'm kind of loopy today. I was supposed to go to the doctor, but they canceled it. Apparently, the doctor had to go play golf or something today. So, like I say, it's Faster Pussycat. Kill. It's a 1965 American exploitation film directed by Russ Meyer and co-written by Meyer and Jack Moran. It follows three go-go dancers, or nowadays we would call them exotic dancers or strippers, who embark on a spree of kidnapping and murder in the California desert. This film is known for its violence, provocative gender roles, and the eminently quotable dialogue, to shame Raymond Chandler, as somebody quoted. It is also remembered for the performance of star Tura Satana, who you see, I showed you a picture of, very buxom lady. And they got her name wrong on here, the character, but they said they called her portrayal the most honest, maybe the one honest portrayal in the Meyer canon. And also, this, to see women like acting like this back then, it was like we were beginning to start the swinging 60s. So gender roles were kind of changing a little bit, but still to see women behaving and acting like this, they were acting like a bunch of delinquent males, like the way you think like a bunch of bikers would act or something, very bad girls. I don't know, I have a thing for bad girls, but I don't know. These girls are. I don't think you could tame these wildcats.
No.
But don't ever get in a relationship with these bad women, these fast women, and think you can change them, because God bless it, you're not going to be able to change them.
No.
It says this movie was a commercial and critical failure upon its initial release, but it has since become widely regarded as an important and influential film. A lot of people there's another movie of his called Mudhoney, and the grunge band Mudhoney got their name from that film. A lot of musicians, like the alternative music bands of the late 80s and the early 90s were influenced by some of these films. The plot is, like I said, these go-go dancers, they go out there in the salt flats to play a high-speed game of chicken, and they run across this young couple out there doing time trials, and things goes kind of nuts, go sideways, and they end up killing the young man, broke his neck or something. They take the girl hostage, and they go looking to find a big score. They find this old crippled guy with his son. Back then, they used to call guys like that. I won't say the word because it might get me in trouble. But there was a football player named Mongo McMichael, and you could add Herculoids to the end of that, and I think you know what I mean. At the ranch, they encounter this old man, and they find out he's got a lot of money. He got injured in the railroad. The cast is and they try to, and it ends up like. But the one thing about this film is, though, all the bad people, they end up getting theirs in the end. There's no getting out of it alive, Hey, kiddies. They're you know what I mean? It's like kind of like a Tarantino film. Like, he's got a lot of interesting bad guy characters, or like. Most of them don't make it out, though, like Vincent Vega in the Pulp Fiction, and a few of them die. So not all but it's not always except the main character doesn't
not done nearly as well.
Yeah. Not done there, definitely. There's a girl named Haji. She plays Rosie. Lori Williams plays the blonde-headed girl, Billy. Susan Bernard plays Linda, the young teenage girl. The old man's played by actor Stuart Lancaster. And Kirk is played by Paul Trinka. That's his older brother, the older son. And Dennis Bush, who they refer to as the vegetable, is his dim-witted son. And I think Ray Barlow plays Tommy, and Mickey Fox is the gas station attendant, who's hilarious. and famous narrator John Furlong. It's a narrator, and this movie is one of those movies. This is one of those movies where it's so old that all the cast, I looked them up, they're all passed away.
Yeah.
Which is not surprising. Anyway, the development of this film, Faster Pussycat Kill Kill, was a follow-up to an early Meyer film that they had done called Motor Psycho, which was about three bad boys, and it had gone through the roof. So he said, well, let's do one with three bad girls in it. It said the screenplay was written by Jack Moran and Russ Meyer. The first draft was titled The Leather Girls. It was written over a brief 4-day period. No surprise there. This is not a well-developed script. He also collaborated with Meyer on The Common Law Cabin and Good Morning and Goodbye. The screenplay went through a second working title called The Man Killers and had already begun production when the sound editor, Richard S. Brummer, came up with the now immortal final title, Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. Although neither Moran nor Meyer overtly cited any prior works as inspiration, the plot has been called a loose remake of The Desperate Hours, or possibly The Virgin Spring, by one prominent film critic and pop art setting. As serious as something, I can't read that. I don't know what it says. Casting Haji, who had worked with Meyer, she's the Italian-sounding girl, had worked on Motorcycle. She recommended Tura Satana to him. And this says that Lori Williams later said, Russ didn't want to hire me because he didn't think I had a big enough bust. I said I could use push-ups in my bra, which I did. He didn't know whether it would work. But then in rehearsals, he finally said, okay, I kind of did my part like a cartoon, like the rest of the film, bigger than life. The Faster Pussycat had a budget of approximately $45,000 and was shot in black and white to save money. The film began shooting at the Pussycat Club, a strip club in Van Nuys, California.
What an original name.
Yeah, I know. I bet that's not there anymore, but the film began called Pussycat Club in Van Nuys before moving on to California desert later that night. So they just filmed in the morning and said, well, we'll go out to the desert and start filming the night. The film's early racing scene was shot on the dry salt flats of Cudaback Lake. The gas station scene was filmed in the town of Randsburg, and the scenes at the old man's house at Ollie Pitch's Musical Wells Ranch outside the town of Mojave. I'm sure it probably saved money to do these locations too. During principal photography, the cast and crew stayed at the Adobe Motel in Johannesburg. Meyer got his start making films while serving in the United States Army in the 166th Signal Photographic Company during World War II. He had a reputation for running a strictly regimented film shoots with a small crew composed of largely former Army buddies. Actor Charles Napier, who appeared in 5 of Meyer's films, said that working with Russ Meyer was like being in the first wave landing in Normandy during World War II. Meyer considered the Faster Pussycat shoot no different, saying it was the usual thing with me. It's like being in the military. Everybody has to get up and do their jobs to get things together, and that's it. Meyer's directorial style and the rules he imposed upon cast and crew caused clashes with his equally strong-willed star, Tura Satana. There was also friction between Susan Bernard and her director and co-stars, much of which they attributed to the presence of her mother on the set, necessitated by Bernard's being a 16-year-old at the time. So she was actually a teenager, the young lady. Bernard
Susan Bernard, which character did she play?
The girl in the bikini, the one they kidnapped.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And some have thought that this contributed to her performance as a frightened kidnapping victim. According to Satana, everybody on set did everything from moving props to making scenery and marking spots where we had to be in the next take. I had to stage the fight scenes because nobody else knew how to do them. And so literally, when I did the fight scenes, I really had to pick up each and every one of those guys and carry them through in order for them to look realistic. Basically, I had to lay one guy on the floor because he was afraid he was going to get hurt. A lot of it actually had to be done in reverse. So try to imagine doing a fight scene that way. Yeah, that would be weird.
Oh, boy.
The music, film's title song, Faster Pussycat, was performed by a California band, the Bossweeds. The lyrics were written by Rick Jared, and the music was written and sung by Lynn Reedy, who formed the Bossweeds and sang leads. The track was never released commercially, but it did appear in the February 1966 as a promotional only 45 RPM single without a B-side. I bet that's a collector's item.
Probably.
Russ
Meyer.
Yeah. Box office, Faster Pussycat Kill Kill premiered in Los Angeles on August 6, 1965. Atypically for a Meyer film, it was a box office failure upon its initial release. When it first came out, it was not successful, said Meyer. At the time, people didn't understand that women could have a relationship with other women. And yeah, that is kind of something you didn't see a lot, especially back then. It was generally dismissed.
Not in mainstream media, or not.
No, not at all. Not then at all. It was generally dismissed as an exploitative skin flick by the few critics who took any note of it at all. John L. Wasserman of the San Francisco Chronicle, for example, reviewed a double bill of Faster Pussycat and Mudhoney in April 1966, saying that Pussycat has the worst script ever written, and Mudhoney is the worst movie ever made. Well, I don't know about that, because there is a film by Ed Wood called Plan 9 from Outer Space, which will be coming up on this show one of these days, and it's pretty awful. It's like the GOAT of bad films, Jeff. In the years since, the film has been regarded more favorably, gaining in both commercial and critical stature. On Rotten Tomatoes, the film holds an approval rating of 74% based on 31 reviews, with an average rating of 6. 8 out of 10 website critics consensus reads Faster Pussycat Kill Kill is undoubtedly schlock, but director Russ Meyer's affection for camp gives us an anarchic joyride exhilarating flair. In his review of the film's 1995 re-release, Roger Ebert gave the film 3 out of 4 stars, noting feminist film critic B. Ruby Rich said that when she first saw Faster Pussycat in the 70s, she was absolutely outraged that she had been forced to watch this misogynist film that objectified women, and that was really just short of softcore porn. Upon viewing it again in the early 1990s, however, she said just loved it and wrote a piece in the Village Voice reappraising the film and discussing her change in opinion.
My, how times have changed.
Yeah, Faster Pussycat Kill Kill is currently number 377 on the Sight and Sound Greatest Films poll. It is frequently mentioned on the list of the best B movies and cult films of all time. The film has been influential on other filmmakers. Writer-director John Waters, no surprise there, stated in his book, Shock Value, The Faster Pussycat Kill Kill is beyond a doubt the best movie ever made. That sounds like something John Waters would say. It is possibly better than any film that will be made in the future. He later said on its re-release that it ages like a fine wine. Music video director Kara McFarlane acknowledged that a scene in the video video for the Janet Jackson song "You Want This" was a direct homage to Faster Pussycat, showing the Porsche driving singer and her female companions driving circles around 2 men in the desert. The music video for "Say You'll Be There" by Spice Girls was also, I did not know that, was also inspired by this film. Filmmaker Quentin Tarantino referenced the film and thanked Meyer in the credits of his film Death Proof. And it was
I believe there's a band called Faster Pussycat as well.
Yeah. And it was reported in Variety in 2008 that Tarantino was interested in remaking Faster Pussycat. He never did that, though. Okay, there was a TV television adaptation. In 2021, it was reported that television series adaptation of the film is in development from Big Bald Head. And then we got this. Audio samples from the film are featured in the songs, in 4 songs by metal band White Zombie.
Yep.
Pictured here. On their 3rd album, Les Sexerizo Devil Music Volume 1, the dialogue, you're all shook up, aren't you, baby? And I never try anything. I just do it. Want to try me? Are used in the song Thunder Kiss 65. You're all shook up, aren't you, baby? It's also used in the song Cosmic Monsters, Inc. And the line, now let's move, but let's take the back door in the song Welcome to Planet MFer / Psychotic Slag, which is a great song.
Psychoholic Slag.
Yeah, Psychoholic. That's one of my favorite White Zombie songs. Another line, I'll work on this baby the same way, trying to get maximum performance is used in the song Black Sunshine. The title of Daniel Clow's graphic novel, Like a Velvet Glove Cast in Iron, is a direct line taken from this film. The film's title song, Faster Pussycat, has been covered several times, most notably by American punk band The Cramps. The music video, we already said that for You Want This. The Pulp Fiction also, we said all that. The reference is made to poster of a film in Amy Vincent's 2008 teen novel. The three main antagonist characters in John Lee's 2016 film Pee-wee's Big Holiday were inspired by the film. Operation Pussycat, a Japanese remake of the film directed by, I can't say his name, Honda, was released in 2005. Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode, God, there's so many of them. Let's see. Also, I think Tim Burton also is influenced by it. Also, I'm pretty sure the band, the 80s hair metal band, Faster Pussycat, probably took their name from this film too. So there you go. We did the synopsis. And we got some great, and you know what? Y'all tune in for a great show today because we got some great clips lined up for this one. There's so many incredible quotes in this.
I watched it last night because it's not very long. It's only 80 something minutes long.
Yeah, it's only about 80 minutes.
And I'm a big White Zombie fan. So when White Zombie came out with La Sexorcisto, Devil Music Volume 1, or whatever it's called, I love that whole album from beginning to end. I love all those songs. I love all the music. I think it's one of my favorite albums. So as I'm watching this Faster Pussycat, which I never saw this movie before. I'm watching it, and every time they would say a line, it would trigger. I'd be like, "Oh, that's in this song. Oh, that's in that song." You know?
Yeah. Well, we'll be if you want to come on, you can, man. We're just gonna be playing some clips. Aaron, you can jump on too if you want. I don't care. Here you go. I'll put it in the chat just because I'm a lazy bastard. And let me know when you click the link so I know. We're going to watch some clips here. And here, I'll delete the link. All right. We're going to watch some clips, though. So it starts out, they're racing, right? And they're out in the desert, like salt flats. And the blondie, she got Better's, what's her name? And the lead. And she don't like that too much. They catch her. She's over here. I like that.
Oh, the gas! Oh!
You notice how they made her arch her back when she's laying in the water there?
Yeah.
I don't see you backstage. There he is. Hold on.
All right.
Yeah, we got another one. She's like, and so the character Zula plays, she doesn't like it too much, right? So she tells the other girl to play by that girl named Hadji or something to go get her. So she's trying to instigate a fight. She's obviously the ringleader. She's the bad influence in the crowd, you know. But they're a bunch of. It doesn't mean they're not good. They're good people because
she's the alpha female.
Yeah, she's the alpha female.
How long you going to let the cookie bro the showboat like that?
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I would have liked that. And when we go through these clips, you're going to recognize, just like Jeff said, some direct references to samples that White Zombie took from this movie.
Go get her. So I gotta get the wet because Lady Godiva wants to swim?
Yes. Short terms, yes.
So is it just me, or does she? Does the alpha female and her kind of look somewhat alike to me? They look like they could be
like sisters. They almost look like sisters. And one of them looks like she's almost part Asian or something.
Yeah. I don't know if it's.
I don't know, but her name's Zatanna, so it's like Spanish.
Yeah.
And the other girl, Haji, her name's Haji, I. That's how she say her name. It's one name.
Haji.
And but she sounds Italian or French to me. I can't really make it out.
I don't know.
Hey, Rosie, baby. I got it all warmed up for you. Go ahead, this sponge. Soak it up. I'm gonna love squeezing you out.
Or she's trying to put on an Italian accent and she's not Italian, she's American or something.
And so they got to have these girls rolling around all wet in the water, right? I mean, it doesn't take long. There are like several cat fights in this movie. Just like, and they all have low cut dresses, tops on, and tight pants or short hot pants or hot shorts or whatever you want to call it.
Go boots.
So the little blondie gets the best of her though in the water.
Here's all right, you washed. Now I'm gonna spin and dry you.
I'm gonna spin and dry you.
That sounds like an angry old Italian grandma or something.
Yeah. And I just love these clips. I'm just gonna keep playing.
Natural, huh? You're on your back, huh? Your heels didn't get round from walking. All right, knock it off. I've seen better fights on a late show.
They're just rolling around in the dirt.
So I was watching that last night.
I wonder when they were filming this stuff if anything popped out, because I mean it looked like it was just they were holding on. It looks like that blouse was just holding on for dear life. You know what I mean?
People always talk about how romantic or how hot sex on the beach would be. That scene illustrates why it's not.
It's not like that movie Here to Eternity with Burt Lancaster. And it's not like that at all. Yeah, I don't think I would be down with that. Now these girls are they're not here for a long time, but they're here for a good time. You know what I mean? Yeah, these girls, they're just a good time. That's all they want to do. These girls are wild. They're insatiable. Another thing about another characteristic of a woman in a Russ Meyer film, they are insatiable. Like the men can't even deal with them. They're too fast for the men. The men's libido can't keep up with these women. They just gotta have it. Which is, that's kind of a male fantasy. Let's be honest.
You sure do have a funny way of getting your kicks. Real funny. But then you never were dull, Varla.
I just like the way the blonde she's got a nice little wiggle to her. You know what I mean? Like, I know that was probably intentional.
Yeah, her walk is the most exaggerated hip swinging walk that I've seen in a while.
And if my girlfriend looked like that, I would say walk like that all the time. What do you think, Will? He's not there. All right.
Here, Rosie, baby. Pop the top before you blow your own.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Gotta dance all the time.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just kind of watch her dance. She's kind of hot.
I'll show my face on camera and I'm just finishing lunch.
You don't have to. It's all right. We can be mysterious. We know it's you.
Nice set of wheels.
Would you like to look under my hood?
Yes, I would.
Yes, easily. Yep. Where do I sign up? Is there a list? I'll sign up.
I'm gonna play it again. She needs to be serviced immediately.
Nice set of wheels.
Would you like to look under my hood?
Russ Meyer, baby.
Where do I sign? Where do I sign? Is the simple
No
fact.
doubt. I wish I could go back in time and hook up with these girls. We're getting a little too crazy here. I better shut up, I guess. All right.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's all right. It's all right. They're not here anymore. But I'm telling you, that's what I call a time machine woman. If I had a time machine, I'd go back and meet up.
Say something.
I never try anything. I just do it. Like I don't beat clocks. Just people. Want to try me?
I don't have to prove anything.
Just right there. Want to try me? I remember that throughout.
They kind of edited a little bit out.
Album.
Yeah, they edited a little sentence out, but like all of that's in there. We'll play it one more time.
Here, Rosie, baby. Pop the top before you blow your own.
I hit the wrong one. Let's play it again.
Say something.
I never try anything. I just do it. Like I don't beat clocks. Just people. Want to try me?
I don't have to prove anything.
Want to try me? Want to try me?
I know why he cut that out though, because it wouldn't have made sense in the song. He just wanted.
No.
I don't
He just
do
took
anything.
little tiny little snippets.
Yeah. You want to try me?
Do you have to rob graves to find a girlfriend?
Yeah. Here's another one.
How about it, handsome? I'll bet you're a real tiger in disguise.
You got.
You know what? I was looking at that girl though that plays the teenager. I did not know she was 16 until we read that. She's very mature for a 16-year-old. That's all. I mean, I'm surprised. Huh?
No, I thought that guy that they're talking to, the girl that he originally showed up with, I thought that was the girl that was 16.
Yeah, the one in the bikini.
Yeah.
She didn't look 16 though. I mean, she didn't look 16.
Which one? 16?
Yeah, she could be 16.
I missed it.
Look, you can't see her really well.
Yeah.
But I'll show you. She's in the background. She's the one picking the chair up, Will.
How about it, handsome? I'll bet you're a real tiger in disguise.
You got.
Yeah, she's easily 16.
He is. So
I just think it's surprising they would allow her to be in this movie. I don't know how. I don't think that would have flew today. I don't think that would have flew these days.
When he said you must be a real tiger in disguise, how about you do the old-fashioned Scooby-Doo and unveil his mask, and we'll see if he is a tiger.
Okay.
That girl though, there's never any nudity with her though. She's just in a bikini.
No, but I mean, for her to be in a film like this is just kind of wild to me.
It's exploitative.
Yeah.
Straight up what it is.
And then one thing or another, they try to race him, right? And he just, I just want to race the clock. But they want to race.
Yeah.
She goes through the tires and tries to hit him and hits his brake, busts his car up. Well, she gets in a fight with him because she's not afraid to fight a man. We can't play the whole clip. This is the only one I can find a good one of the plot.
You're going to still drive away, Buster.
Yeah. Maybe you're right.
And you notice how he likes to use these angles where he's like low up on the girl looking up at her? Like when she's straddling him and it's obviously, you don't even see her face. You're focusing right here. And then the plot thickens. She breaks his neck.
Platinum's stiff in his heat. He's had a bad accident. Go help her. We've got to move and fast.
She grabbed both of his arms, stepped on his back, and pulled back on his arm.
Yeah.
So she did some weird version of a camel clutch almost on him.
I don't know. She looked pretty mean. She had those kung fu chops. I don't know, but I don't know that would really have went down like that in real life. But
no,
you know what I mean. But it's a movie. It's a movie.
Yeah.
These girls are trouble. These are the girls that were when we were in high school, wore like jean jackets with like White Snake logos on the back and smoked Marlboro Reds. You know what I mean? They were
Marlboro Reds, baby.
Look, Jason, most are, Aaron, most are. This is true. I noticed that at an early age. Women can get you in trouble. Women can get you in trouble. Jay's like, in my experience anyway. No, I agree with you, Jay. I've had some run-ins. All right. So they go from like wanting to jump his bones to killing him in like a split second. And now that I look closer to the girl, I must have been like half paying attention. She is, you can tell she's about 16. But all the people in this movie are passed away, sadly. But I mean, that's to be expected in a film that was made in the 60s. Okay, so now they're like, what are we going to do now? We got to like pretend he had an accident in his car. And what are we going to do with her? They drug her and kidnap her. And so they pull into a gas station. And this gas station attendant is hilarious, by the way. Some of the shit he says.
Yes, ma'am. What can I do for you today?
Just your job, squirrel. Fill it up.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I'll do whatever you want me to do.
All right, and then like the guy goes the wrong side, or he's like right fender Einstein. It's
Right fender, Einstein.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Right or his right, Einstein.
He's just ogling her. He's like, I don't care where I go. I hope she yells at me.
She's got a terrible attitude, though. I don't know. This woman, I don't know if I would want to hang out with this chick.
If you watch a few Russ Meyer films, you'll start to see a certain theme that I think he enjoys. Not only is it buxom women, but he likes to put them in kind of dominatrix type positions.
Yeah, I think his girl's
roles.
Good dominator. She's a little bit intimidating. I got to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know what she was like. Maybe she was a sweet person in real life. I'm sure she was, but I don't know.
Oh yeah.
But I still like the Bonnie. She has a great line here, like a velvet
Accessories
glove.
to the crime. Oh, you're cute. Like a velvet glove cast in iron.
That's a great line. Oh, you're cute. Like I was gonna
Accessories
play
to
it
the
again.
crime. Oh, you're cute. Like a velvet glove cast in iron.
Yeah, and Aaron, I agree with you. I need to keep some of these clips. I Will and Jeff kind of help me decide which ones we should keep. I know what Want to Try Me is going to be one.
You'll go too far. Just the once you'll go too far, and you'll find your high tech to a tree.
Sometimes I see her try and figure me. I can't even figure myself.
And the acting is pretty shitty, though. I mean, we got to be honest.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's over the top, but it's supposed to be over the top. I'm pretty sure it's just exaggerated. It's almost like a comic book or something. The way they act.
Yeah, it's super campy. Super campy.
Yeah, and I can see how John Waters. This is totally like John Waters' film. I can see how John Waters was totally influenced by this film.
Yeah,
it's all over it. It's written.
Would you agree that this story would be a type of, not the movie so much, but a Pulp Fiction type story meant to be consumed once and then tossed?
Yeah,
it's
and
not.
Also, when you see it, it's like Quentin Tarantino, like obviously was influenced by this kind of film.
Yeah.
We got some comments here in the chat.
Yeah, that's right, Aaron.
Brian says my acting isn't great either. Brian, mine isn't either, but this is the way it goes. I used to be a good actor. I used to do like drama. I did win best puppeteer at drama camp. So
Nice.
I still got a trophy somewhere. I was only like 14. We did an anti-drug puppet show, and I was the drug dealer. Foreshadowing. So anyway, the guy, and also they just throw a big red herring in there when they're at the gas station. I think I need to mention this. Like, oh yeah, there's the old man Watt and Watt. He got injured on the railroad and he can't walk, and his son's not too bright. He has to help him out, but the guy's loaded. He got this big settlement. They're like, oh, and they like, there's got a lot of 60 slang. She goes, I bet he's got a lot of that long green, she calls it. So they're looking to get some money so they can blow town so the cops don't find them. Hey, Wellborn.
Yeah. What's up, Wellborn?
Yeah. So, and the guy's but he's not a nice guy. This guy's not a nice guy. He's actually just like fixated on this young girl because he saved a young girl from getting hit by a train. And it killed him, or not killed him, but paralyzed him.
Yeah.
So he's like wanting to keep her to kill her, right? Or some kind of sick, twisted like punishment. Or he's wanting these women around because I guess he's like still, I guess the plumbing still works. And I don't know what he's trying to hook up with these women.
They let them vote, smoke, and drive, even put them in pants. So what do you get? A Democrat for president. A lot of smoke.
Oh, God.
That sounds like my grandpa.
So what do you get? A Democrat for president.
Hey, Roscoe. Thanks for stopping by.
Roscoe Pico train.
I got to play that one again just because it's funny. If I can find it.
They let them vote, smoke, and drive, even put them in pants. So what do you get? A Democrat for president. A lot of smoke.
And he's got like a...
You know what the big guy looks like, though? When I first saw him, I thought it was Jan Michael Vincent.
I could see that, yeah. Where he just plays like the big, strong kind of doofus kid, you know?
Yeah, we're doing well.
I think it's excellent, Phil.
Hey, Phil. And we got another one who's like, you girls a bunch of nudists. I like this one. They're out there like, you know, they're about half dressed. This old guy's probably never seen a woman dressed like this in his life.
You girls a bunch of nudists, or you just short of clothes?
He gives that look at the end.
Yeah. No, I guess she just died. I don't know what happened to her, but he's not worried about his old lady if she was around. I guess she died. He probably killed her or something, though. This guy's not a nice guy. This guy's not a nice guy, and he doesn't even like his son. He's got an older son, we find out later. And then they have a big dinner. He's like, nobody leaves till all the food's gone. They got all this spread, you know. And I like this one part right here where he's like, when he talks about like what they eat, you know, like it seems to go to all the right places.
To match mine.
Honey, what you eat seems to settle in the right places. But then, you look to me like a gal with a big appetite for everything.
Oh my God!
Kind of settles in all the right places. And
not
we got
for me. It just goes straight to the stomach.
Well, it went straight to her chest. Apparently, is what he's trying to say. And then
the dialogue is so bad. I'm just picturing Russ Meyer like
so
scratching
funky
notes down, and then old man says,
the plot is so like. I mean, like, all right, we're gonna randomly kill this person. Then we're gonna kidnap his 16-year-old girlfriend, and then we're gonna like find this. Oh, by the way, you know how like you just throw the plot out there, and you're like, by the way, there's this old man that lives up the road. He's got all kinds of money hid up there somewhere. You just got to find it.
Yeah.
But old Blondie gets a little bit drunk and she starts telling them all.
AM and FM. You one-band broads are a drag.
Yes, Aaron, this is Will's favorite movie, he told me.
No. Not even close.
All right, Roscoe. I think you like the women in it. I bet you like the women in it like we do.
Oh, they're pretty.
Well, they would run across the young girl gets away from the blonde-headed girl because she's a little bit drunk, and she's completely wasted. And she runs away and finds this truck, and she flags him down. It happens to be his older son, and he takes her right back to the same place. But he doesn't know what's going on, so he's like really him and the girl and the young man that was killed are the only like three decent people in this film. But the guy still has a loyalty to his family because of his brother. I don't think he really cares about his dad. Did you get that feeling, Jeff? Like, he's not worried about his dad, but he doesn't like the way his brother's being treated because his brother's simple-minded and easily influenced by him. And it's ruining him. He needs to have some real mental help. And but she tries to seduce the older brother when he gets there because she wants that. She's all about that, you know, she calls it the long green, but the money, you know.
I knew you were more than you looked.
And you... I didn't think that you could...
Why do you stay here?
And then, so they go on a proverbial roll. Okay. Well, then they find the girl, and they're not going to attack her or something. But the big muscle bound son kind of breaks down, don't want to hurt her.
I no mean to. I'm sorry.
He's like Lenny from Of Mice and Men.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Mongo. Mongo in a Blazing Saddles too, played by Alex Karras. He's like, Mongo. No, it has something to do where choo choo go.
That's how I talk. Why are you making
Aaron's like, what a wuss. What a wuss. Then we got another.
Aaron.
That's not nice. That kid's like got a problem. And the Oscar goes to none of them, Wellbore. None of them.
The Oscar goes to
Phil
the
thinks
desert.
It really touched.
It always makes me cry.
And now this is where they get back to the ranch, and she like she's like the one that influences all these women, and she makes this girl. I don't think the girl wanted to do it. I get the feeling she didn't want to do it. She told her to like hit the guy with the car, with the Porsche, and kill him. The guy in the wheelchair.
You better be moving fast, as I'm going to be notifying the sheriff real soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you should have been moving fast because they got a Porsche to get ready to run you over.
Where she kills him or no?
Yeah, you'll see it.
So that's where the old ranch kept his stash. Get the knife while I collect the scratch.
What about him?
Don't sweat it. Just get the knife and follow my dust.
Go on, go back and get the knife.
She's that broad's a bully. She's a big bully. That's all I can say about it. They're all great clips. I mean, I haven't seen a bad clip yet, to be honest. So she doesn't go get the knife, but like the big old muscle bound dude, she's like, "Give me the knife." She tries to get him to take the knife out of her back. What she did was, we should have told you. The blonde-haired girl's like, "Screw you guys, I'm leaving." So we have one of the most unrealistic death scenes of all time. She pulls out a stiletto and throws it from what had to be 50 yards. She doesn't even toss it by the blade. She tosses it by the handle and goes, and it hits her right in the middle of the back and kills her. First of all, Jeff, I gotta say this. I don't think if you got hit with a knife in the back, it would immediately kill you. She just drops dead immediately. I don't think that would kill you, would it? It would hurt you really bad.
If they were close enough and it was an actual throwing knife, which people make throwing knives, and it was waiting, and she knew what she was doing, threw it with enough force and severed the spinal cord, maybe. That's maybe. Like a 1 in a million shot. 1 in a million.
There's no way. And I don't think she could even hit her at that distance. But, this movie doesn't make sense. This movie's not supposed to make sense. But then the Italian broad, she goes over there and says, "Give me the knife." Tells him to give her the knife.
You want the knife?
No.
And
he does spoon.
He gives her the knife, all right, but not the way she wanted.
I'll give you the knife.
And he.
Oh no!
So they all are dying. Then they, the big buxom broad, she the leader, the ring leader, who's the only one left now of the women. She gets in that Porsche and like starts like going towards him. He's like pushing it back. Well, there's no way he could have done that either. He's like fighting it off, and she finally kills him with it. So he's dead. And she's like, "I'm going to go after this girlie. I got the cash. Now I got to get rid of these two witnesses: the older son, the older brother, and the girl, the teenage girl." And we get to the end of it here, and this is our last two clips.
Your old man's been blasted out of his wheels, and your king-sized brother's been twisted like a pretzel. You're all that's left, lover, and you ain't gonna be around for long.
I don't believe it.
You'd better believe it.
Worst kick ever. And like, I guess she was supposed to have known martial arts, but I really don't think she knew martial arts.
No.
Maybe she did. I don't. She said she choreographed it. Maybe she was lying about that. But
she knows go-go boot.
I'll tell you what, those things are just dying to pop out, right? I mean, do they have like duct tape on there?
Yeah, they put tape on the inside to where you don't have any accidental spillage.
So then we get to the end fight. Of course, you get her from the waist down so you can see everything, the Mount Everest. And so what happens is the girl's like, the young girl ends up saving her own self, basically. This guy's getting his ass handed to him, and she takes the truck and hits him with it, or hits her with it. And she raises up like she's going to do one more karate chop. And then she dies. And the girl does say that, and she goes, "I guess I saved myself, didn't I?" No shit. Yeah, that's probably true. But I mean, this woman was no Bill the Butcher. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't have. She had like a stiletto. They're not very balanced. So I don't think you could get it. I mean, it had to be 25 yards away when she threw the knife at it.
Completely lucky, super lucky shot.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go. I think it's time for us to review it. I'm gonna let you guys go first. Will, even though you didn't watch it, you watched the clips. And remember, this is the bad cinema scale, not the good cinema scale. You give this movie one or one. You can give it. You give what? How many wings do you give this film, Will?
On being a bad movie, I'd say 4.5.
Okay, we'll just say 4 and round it off. 4 wings. Jeff, what say you, sir?
Okay. Just so I'm understanding for sure, the more wings, the worse it was.
Yes.
All right. Then I gotta give this one for being just absolutely terrible. I would give it 5 wings, but I'm gonna give it half a wing because there was some redemption that came out of this film. It wound up on a great White Zombie album. So 4.5 wings. I know you can't do it on the screen, but
4, basically.
Well, he's already half anyway, so we should probably just show that picture twice. All right. And you know what? Because of the White Zombie, because of the connection to White Zombie and the influence it had on people like Quentin Tarantino and John Waters, who I love both of them, and also several other people that were influenced by this film, I got to give it 5.
I can see that.
So there you go, guys. That's our rating. This is our show. A little housekeeping before we go. I do have an announcement to make. I guess I should have told you guys this before, but Good Cinema, I have a doctor's appointment. It's been rescheduled, so it will be Thursday. So Good Cinema will be on Friday at noon Eastern. And we will be reviewing Conan the Barbarian starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Nice. And Sandal Bergman. And it also has a guest appearance by the King. What's the guy that plays the King? I can't remember that actor's name. Anyway, he's in it. You'll know if you see him. And it was directed by John Milius, who you may have remembered is also the director of the movie Red Dawn. And he wrote the script for Apocalypse Now. And he did a treatment for Jaws. You know the scene on the USS Indianapolis where he's talking. I remember they're talking about the USS Indianapolis. Robert Shaw. He wrote that entire monologue. So, well-known director.
Great scene.
Thanks. I'm one of us. Yeah, James Earl Jones. That's right. Tulsa Doom, baby. Tulsa Doom. And oh yeah, I got to remember this too. My boy, all my buddies, my new friends. We have a new episode of Comic Conversations tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. And my guest will be one collection down, or as I call him, Fable. So that should be fun. And the only show we got Thursday is the Comic Lounge, and that will be at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's the Hangout show. And then don't forget the Sunday Super Show Extravaganza. And before we go, one more time, please go check out the Instagram page for Comics Curing Cancer.
Yes.
The great cause. 100% of it. All the proceeds go to cancer research. And
do we have a link that we could promote for that? I'm not exactly.
I don't
sure
have it. If any of my mods could find a link and drop it in the chat, or
yeah.
Here, I'll do it real quick, guys. Hold on, I can do it. It won't take long.
It's a worthwhile thing. Just like Matt said, unfortunately, cancer touches a lot of people's lives in one way or another.
Hold on, everybody, don't go anywhere yet. I'm going to give you this link, okay? It's taking a while, but we'll get it there. Everybody kind of stick around just for a minute, please. Bear with me, as they say. It'll only take a moment. All right, there we go. It'll be quick and painless. Well, I thought it was going to be. Here we go. I got it. You know what? I just discovered something I did not know, though. When I searched for Comics Curing Cancer, there was another one called Curing Comic Cancer, which sounds kind of weird.
That's weird.
But here is the link. should be in the chat. There you go. There it is. I put it in there. That's their Instagram. And they just released a new exclusive, which I think I'm gonna get this exclusive. Hopefully they have it at HeroesCon, but it's limited to 300.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy one at their booth.
I'm buying two of them.
I bought one yesterday, and I think I'm gonna get a mug too.
I believe I'm gonna get a mug too.
That's the first booth I always stop by at HeroesCon.
Definitely, that's where I'm going to stop because we know that Legion of Comics and DJ Links and Rob's Fat Stacks will be at the booth all weekend. So go if you're at HeroesCon, go by and say hello to the guys at the Comics Curing Cancer booth. I'll have more information on it and what booth number it is. DJ Links is supposed to be sending me some.
I already know what number it is. I know what number it is.
Can you tell everybody? Tell the crowd.
Tell the
audience.
Number 7. I believe it's 1766.
Okay. Well, there you go. You heard it here.
Yeah.
And I'll have some promo cards. I'm going to be DJ Links is going to send me some promotional stuff, so I can put them in my when I have some orders and whatnot. I'll put them in the back of one of the comics, just so other people that may not be aware of this great cause understand what's going on. And the other thing is they have does it start is it October when they do these
September, October.
So the auctions they're going to have the whole Comic Cancer weekend in October. And there'll be all kinds of streams from all kinds of YouTubers.
I'm going to talk to you backstage about an idea, man.
All right, but they'll have you can donate to them. Just you can message Comics Curing Cancer. If you got any books you want to donate or you want to donate some money now, you can do it.
Yeah, but
they got all that stuff for sale right now, and there's going to be some great auctions. Last year there was all kinds of great original art. There was one guy, he bought the entire set of these Scotty Young variants, all signed, and he got a great deal on it. And you can get great slabs, Silver Age, Golden Age, Modern, Bronze, Copper. So yeah.
Yeah, and if you do want to send books, talk to Rob, DJ, or Mark, because they're not looking always for common books, but they'll explain to you what's good.
Original art. It could be toys. Yeah, it could be anything. Toys, original art.
Just talk to them and tell them what you plan to send. They'll see
sketch covers. Hey, they might even let you donate some DVDs or something. I don't know. We'll see. But just talk to them about it. Like Will said, just talk to them about it. But I guess we've come to the end of the show.
Best.
And I guess all we got to say now is until next time, true believers, Excelsior.
Come, son of Jarrell, kneel before Zod! Snoochie boochies.